Boom. What's going on? Good morning, everyone. We're back. It's Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern. So it's Coffee with Creators. I brought in Shauna Wade. We'll get into everything Shauna is in a second. Before we get into that, I just want to say this is 42 West 18th Street behind us. This is not a green screen. You are always welcome here. Last night we had Westcott do a demo with JC Carey. You can check that out on the Adorama Events channel if you missed it. It was a really good demo, actually. And one of our own crowd members, Eric Bird, got out of the crowd and started shooting live. So definitely a cool one. Check out the Adorama Events channel, and we just got over 10,000 on that channel. I just want to say thank you to you guys for supporting that channel. It really means a lot. Yeah, I'm so psyched on that channel growing. Let me just quickly go. Thanks to Sony for sponsoring this one. Shauna is actually a collective member, and we actually met on the Sony rooftop because Sony does a lot of workshops with us, and they do support a lot of education and keeping you guys fueled in every way. Don't forget about the Alpha line. The A12, I believe, is shipping now. The A7S3, the A7R5, the A6000 series. I mean, it's you're an A74 girl, yes. Huh? So that is a stacked lineup. There's something for every type of creator on there. I'm pretty positive. Plus, they've been refreshing their lens line like crazy. Check out the links down below for everything Sony, but I'm almost positive you guys are well aware of Sony. They're like woven into the fabric now. Everyone's had a Sony Walkman or something at some point, PlayStation, you know. Mm-hmm. And one more quick thank you to Gotham Roasters for hooking it up. Cheers, girl.
Cheers.
What'd you get?
Mint tea.
Mint, that's classy.
Yeah.
That's classy.
Yeah, I'm a mint tea girl. I love mint.
It's very refreshing.
It's a Jamaican thing too, I feel like.
Mint is the Jamaican thing?
Yeah.
Oh, tell me this.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I grew up in Jamaica, and growing up, I would just go out, pick a mint leaf, boil it, mint tea.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard stories of people in these places that have, what do they call that? Oh, nature. And they get to like, I mean, I knew a girl in Hawaii and she's like, I just go like this and I have macadamias.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
literally,
it's $30 a jar here.
Literally.
So you just go out, find mint, you get to smell it.
Yep.
And then you boil it and that's the tea, just
whatever
mint
I want.
straight up.
Fruits, mangoes, grapefruits, whatever.
A time before concrete.
Yeah.
Must have been amazing. Also, just really quickly, if you guys are ever coming to an event here, Gotham Roasters is one block up on 19th. Go over there, say Adorama sent you, then come here, get caffeinated, feed your brain. You're good to go. But let's talk about Shauna for a second. Shauna Wade. So she's pretty much a documentary street portrait type photographer, really about cultures. You're really going to places, a lot of traveling, a lot of like, not just where I'm going, but who I'm going to.
Yeah. And getting meshed in with the culture, like really getting in it. And I think that's partially because I'm Jamaican. We are really like, how do I explain it? We're just fun people, and we love culture, and we love people, and I've just brought that into my photography, and it's worked out great.
Yeah, and I'd say your genre and your style is definitely hit at a time when Instagram was coming together. And I think people were like really tuning into these styles and really trying to show where they're from, where they go and stuff like that. And then you also have Moodygrams, which is another Instagram you're a part of, which is exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah.
it's like, no matter who you are, what you're into, if something comes up from Moodygrams, you're like, oh.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, I created Moodygrams to help share, because back when I first started Instagramming, so to speak, I felt like there were a lot of people out there that didn't have a voice or didn't get their work shared enough, because Instagram's algorithm, we all know about Instagram's algorithm, right?
We're all slave to it, yeah.
Yeah. So I really wanted to just help people, put people out there and help their work be seen. And it worked out for a while. And I know I kind of fell off with it, but I promise guys, I'm coming back.
It's always there. It's
I mean,
gram,
you know, I'm doing it myself now. I had a lot of help back then. Great people that helped me to build it to where it is right now. And unfortunately, I'm doing it by myself. So it's a little hard, you know, juggling life and my page plus my Moody plus the portrait page. I have a portrait page as well. Yeah. So it's a lot, but slowly but surely, we're going to get back there.
This is why people hire social media managers. When you see those posts for those jobs, you think, oh, what is that? Like a teenager with a camera, with a phone?
Yeah.
No, it's a it's full time.
Yeah, it is.
You know, but you've been working with brands. I mean, Apple and a lot of other high-end brands. How did you integrate that? Was that more Moodygrams? Was that more your solo work? I
mean, it was more my solo work.
Okay.
But of course, if I had an opportunity to integrate Moodygrams into it, I would.
Absolutely, yeah.
because a lot of people back then did want the exposure. I have over 1 million followers on there, so of course they're gonna go with the one that's more fluffed.
Numbers make happy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So as much as I could integrate it with it, I did, but it was mainly me.
Okay. Let's just say what's up to people in the chat really quick. What's
Yeah.
going on? John, Pavel, Sean, Anubis, some of the usual suspects. Welcome.
Someone, Sean from Jamaica. Wow. Hi, Sean.
What part of Jamaica are you from? Are you like feel as?
I'm from Kingston.
Oh, you're.
I am actually
that's
from
straight
Kingston.
up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I know a lot of people always say, "Oh, I'm from Kingston," but I really am.
That's like people say they're from New York, but I really am from New York.
I'm really from Kingston. Yeah.
How long did you grow up there? What brought you here?
I finished high school at 16.
Oh, okay.
There. Then I came here, and yeah.
Let me ask you, as a real Jamaican from Kingston, how is New York City's Jamaican food game? You feel it's?
You know what? There's some places that is like okay. Like I used to like the Grill. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Jamaican restaurant. I don't even know if they're still open.
I don't know either.
Does anybody know if the Grill is still open? But that was a really good restaurant.
Yeah.
I think they fell off somehow. I haven't really found anything where I'm like, oh yeah, I have to go. I cook. I'm Jamaican, so
I'm sure you cook. Yeah.
So my food's great. My mom cooks.
Well,
That's
my
great.
food's great. That's all that matters,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I find a lot of Jamaican food trucks are popping up, and they have like a
Really?
grill outside the truck.
Yeah.
And that's like a big thing, And then of course the street fairs, like the summer streets that we have here. There's always a Jamaican food guy going on there.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
What's some Jamaican food that you like?
If it says jerk, whatever, I'm kind of in.
You like spicy?
Yeah.
I
Jerk
can't do
chicken is
spicy.
solid.
Can you believe I can't do
Wait,
spicy?
but you're from the land of
can't.
really? It's such a distinct type of spice too. Like
Yeah,
it's not.
no, because it's like if it's spicy, it's like I can't even taste it.
Are you like a sweet girl? Like you kind of one of those? Like you like sugar, like a sugar cane chewing kind of thing?
I used to be, but my boyfriend is really strict with sugar. He's like, so I've been cutting down a lot on sugar.
Okay.
Which is, I feel it's good.
Oh no, sugar, processed sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just asking for trouble. I feel, and I'm so aware of it now after like all the documentaries of like, man, everything has sugar.
Exactly.
I didn't realize how much sugar.
Scary.
Ketchup. I'm like, it's all corn syrup. Like I never even realized how much sugar I'm ingesting from that. But in Jamaica, like everything's pure. Like you're just getting a mint off of a tree. You're not getting a processed mint leaf or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's got to be a pretty strike in your organic health. I mean.
Well, I mean, I came here when I was pretty young, so you don't really know because.
That's true. When you first came here, it was like, what is all this junky food?
Yeah, I mean, I was like, oh my God, I'm in America. I could get this, I could get that. It was just like overwhelming at first.
Okay.
Yeah, because, it's new to me.
All right.
Used to one thing and I'm here. But not knowing that where I'm from, it's more, natural from the earth, like natural resources as opposed to processed food and stuff. So
it's so bizarre how like more work going into food processing it makes it cheaper somehow. It's still like blows your mind a little bit.
Yeah, it really is mind blowing.
They said that restaurant's still open. They just lost their liquor license. That's all they know.
Oh, really?
Well, that happens a lot in New York, honestly.
Yeah.
So were you shooting when you were in Jamaica? Was it America that got you the camera going? Like,
yes. I mean, I always had a camera growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And even before, when I got here, I always had a Sony camera too, by the way.
Okay.
Which is crazy. I had like the regular point and shoot cameras. And growing up, I met a few friends who were photographers. One, my ex, he passed away, Johnny, Utah. Amazing photographer.
Mm-hmm.
He actually got me into photography more because he saw that I had a little thing there. He was like, Shauna, you're really good. Like, why don't you start shooting? And I was like, I'm not going to spend $1,000+ on a camera. I'm not doing that. Then he goes, okay, well, you have an iPhone. Use that.
Mm-hmm.
So I started with the iPhone. Remember iPhone only?
Oh, yeah. When Instagram was
right, exactly.
When it looked like a Polaroid camera before it turned pink. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was an iPhone only girl. And then Sony. Love my Sony family, by the way. Shout out to Sony. I was introduced as an ambassador.
Mm-hmm.
Got myself the A7 at first.
That's the original.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Got myself an A7 and yeah.
They just went
never
off on
looked
it.
back.
And we actually met on the Sony rooftop because we do the workshops with Adorama.
Yeah.
So you were like an instructor there, or I'm not sure what was going on that night. It was a blur for me. I was setting like a million lights.
Yeah.
But I know that you do a lot of photo walks. You do a lot of community, like you sew together people. You kind of draw them all together and we're like, let's go do something cool.
Yeah. So that's what I used to do, and I'm really hoping that this year is the year that I can really start doing that again, bringing people together, bringing the community together. I actually did make a post, I'm not sure if anybody saw it, inquiring if people were interested in travel, like just
Get
bunch
together
of
and go.
photographer meeting up, traveling, shooting, like just, not only just locally, because I love to do it as well, but to travel and experience another country, experience the culture, experience the nature, whatever you're into, we could just fix it that way.
Well, I think those trips are advantageous for people that like, I like the concept of this, but like, how do you go up to someone I've never met or even speak their language and get a portrait? So I think when they're with someone that kind of like,
right, that could bring it together, bring it all together.
When you do a trip like that, do they like meet up in the country, or you're all like, we're going on this plane all together? Like, what's going on?
Well, the logistics of it, I'm working with someone on that. Yeah. So the detail, I just needed to know if people were interested in that first before even.
Oh, you haven't done the travel ones yet?
I haven't done like a group travel one
That's
yet.
wild.
No. But I think it's a great idea, and I wanted to see if that's something that I could start doing for the community. I feel like it would be great.
What would you say to someone that's like, photo walks look cool, but I am very introverted. I don't like talking to people. They're very nervous about like engaging as a community. We find a lot of people sit in these chairs and never talk to anyone.
Can you believe I was an introvert?
Yes, I can.
Exactly.
I mean, it's
so.
I think all creatives are at some point.
Yeah. So I was very introverted. I'm surprised when people tell me, they're like, "Oh, Shauna, you used to be introverted." Like, I'm like, yeah, I used to be the person that just be in the corner, not saying anything, watching everyone, just people watching, and photography helped to open and broaden my horizon as far as like just connecting with people.
Yeah, bridges,
Yeah. So I feel like once you grab a camera and once you get around people that's like-minded, like yourself, that it'll come easy.
So when you're out there, and I keep on going back to cultures, because I feel like when I look at your work, it's not just like pretty person, pretty thing. I think you really do look at cultures. What's something from cultures that you look for to document? Is it the food? Is it what they wear? Do you go to like common places? Do you go to like remote places? Like, what is your thing you look for in cultures to document?
Yeah, so I like people's aesthetic.
Nice.
Yeah, like the aesthetic. Like if I see, it's all about like what catches my eye. So it could be physical beauty. It could be how you're dressed. It could just be your vibe. You know, it's just different things that draw me to people. And
is it always portraits though? Do you feel like you go like, let me go find like their murals, let me go find their pottery or whatever?
I mean, I do street photography here in New York, and I like to see how people integrate with their surroundings when I shoot. So that's another way too. Like I've always wanted to do a documentary of Jamaica, where I'm from. I know. I keep saying it. Every time I do an interview like this, I keep saying it. And I did go to Jamaica 3 weeks ago, but it was more of like a family trip.
Yeah.
But I really, really want to do a documentary and show people my culture and show people where I'm from. And
we had
like
Dan
a different
Isaac.
side.
Do you remember Dan Isaac was just on here? And he was like, I went to Grenada and I interviewed 50 people.
And I saw his. It was great. It was amazing.
You guys should join forces.
And he actually inspired me to do it. But, you know, life is crazy for me right now. And I have some family issues that I have to iron out first. So I'm hoping that
it's always
I can
there.
Get over that hump. Yeah.
It's always there. People always go like the camera will always be there. Whatever tool, whatever I don't care what you use. You have to be there. That's the problem, right? You got to get there. Pavel's actually saying Europe is such organized. Photo travels are very popular. So that's cool. And but it seems like a lot of photographers are introverts. Yeah.
A lot of
photographers are introverts.
Oh, yeah.
But it makes sense. Like I don't think people realize that a lot of people pick up a camera as their social, like that's their contribution.
That's their way into it. Yeah.
Or they just people watch and that's their interactions. Like growing up here in New York, I feel very fortunate. You could sit at Union Square and just see conversations. I don't know if you knew Does anybody know Match.com? But Union Square used to be some kind of hotbed of Match.com
Really?
meetups, and it was just like so awkward watching these
hilarious.
people. Like
Yeah.
the guy's wearing his one clean shirt, waiting for the girl, and
Yeah.
then she's like, you could tell she notices him. Like, you don't match your pictures. I'm going to keep walking.
Yeah, like, yeah. Just hightail it out of here.
But
Yeah.
I think stuff like that's very cool. And when you can take a tool and you're not part of it, but you can share a story or bring that story to somebody else, like otherwise it disappears forever. You know, these things just don't exist unless we document them. And I think you do a lot of, I feel like you're more documentary than you are portrait. Is that, would you feel that's fair?
If that's how you perceive it, then
Maybe because
I
of what you
welcome
post.
it.
I feel like I can
Yeah.
only go by what I've been interacting
Yeah,
to.
no, I love that. I love that you interpret my work that way. That's great.
Do you curate any of it? Do you go like, hey, let's meet up here, wear this hat? Do you ever do anything like that? Like,
I have, but not on my own. Like I have a lot of friends, especially in New York, that do portrait photography, and you know, they'll invite me along. So yeah, I mean, but I wouldn't be the one to be like, okay, I'm gonna do this, that. Maybe I should, right?
I don't know. It depends. Like I lean more on a commercial a career. So I'm always like curated. Like I know exactly where we want to go. We're
I see.
controlling the situation. It when I have to do the street photography videos for you
Yeah.
guys, like I am pulling a lot out of myself to like,
Really?
look for things. Yeah.
And I love that, and I feel like I like the, like,
ephemeral kind of.
yeah, kind of like it's kind of like a mystery. What am I gonna get today?
Oh, that's wild. Okay.
Yeah, it's
See,
not,
I'm not like that.
I'm gonna put something together. It's like, what am I gonna capture today? Or
Oh, that's wild. Because I feel like the hardest thing for me is trying to figure out what is worth it. What's worth trying to figure out a shot here? Because don't you feel jaded? I mean, I'm a lifelong New Yorker, right? So I feel like I've seen people. I watch people shooting things. Like I see that every day. It takes me a minute to realize. Right, I see it every day, but it's not special to me. But maybe this is somebody else. Like, oh
Right.
look, a rat carrying a slice of pizza is not that crazy to me.
Exactly.
I don't know what
Exactly.
to tell people, man.
yeah,
Do you feel jaded at all? Like, do you feel like it's sometimes things just don't feel special to you when you're shooting on street?
it sometimes I feel like it depends, because there are a lot of people that shoot street, and you don't want to feel like a copycat,
Or another one, right?
right? Like another one. So I try to be as original as I can, and that's kind of where I integrate my moody style as much as I can. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, right?
Well, I noticed in a bunch of your work, you do a lot of color grading. Do you feel that like sometimes the shot's not there till you grade it? Like, I mean, you know,
You're right. Because sometimes I'll take photos and I'm looking through it and I'm like, you know what, let me edit this. Especially the very first shot that I took, the most recent one, I should say.
this one?
That one there, yeah. Like, I just love that shot. And you would think that it's, you know, her face is a little covered. She was behind a little thing. But I love that. Because it gives a sort of mood like, you know, like, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And you're definitely like, I think it's easy to just point a lens at somebody and be like, they're pretty. But then when you tap on top of a vibe where you're having
Exactly.
the feel of the interaction at that point in that environment,
Exactly.
you're really getting an atmosphere. I think that's what people strive for.
That's what it is.
But do you ever feel like when you're shooting, like, I don't know yet, and then on the back end when you're going through them and then you're color grading and you're giving the vibe you want, like you add warmth, you take cool away, like, you know.
No, because you know what, I like I said, it's all with what I feel like if I see something, if something grabs my attention, it's because I want to take a photo of it.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna get excited. I'm like, oh my god, yes, I want to take a photo of this. I can't wait to go home and edit.
Can't wait to go home and edit. See, like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's like I feel like you're on a path, but you're just finding that landing point of where's this image land off. I mean, and it's all very varied. I mean, something like this compared to what we just saw with the girl, it's all very, very varied. You know what I mean?
that was just me walking around in China, and I like the Hello Kitty car.
I love Kitty. I love Kitty. Yeah. Well, hello. I mean, man.
Yeah. See, and that's an example of something just grabbing my attention, just randomly. And like the photo of the geisha, it was a bunch of us that kind of like stood out there and waited for them to come out to grab photos of that. So those I kind of feel like we're planning it a little bit, so it's not as organic, but still a nice shot.
Yeah. I don't think, I think there's a big difference between like we are starting from scratch and I have a mood board and I need to find this color wall and I need a stylist. Like that's a big difference between like, oh, we know exactly where we're going and looking for. Like there's a big difference in that. Eric Bird's in the chat. What's up, Eric? Eric was actually here last night shooting live, man. Congratulations. You got some good portraits out of that session, man.
He said he feels jaded and uninspired sometimes doing street shots. Really?
I'm telling you, I think it's a New York thing.
You know what, Eric?
So around it.
Do you go by yourself or do you go with other people? That's another thing.
Yeah,
like you pull inspiration from people, and usually when I come to the city, I'm from New Jersey, so when I come out here, I'm not coming by myself. I'm coming with a friend or, like meeting up with someone here and you pull the energy and the vibes from the people you're around. So
yeah, I agree with that. You definitely, if as far as creative goes, like it's this weird thing, right? It's not something you can learn to be creative. You have to kind of develop it and evolve it. But the only way you're going to do that is if you're around other people with different perspectives that see things a little different than you. And then you start picking things like, oh, that is cool to shoot with like a wider angle and get it weirder.
Yeah.
Or, it's just,
exactly.
Yeah.
And I'll do that sometimes. I'll test myself. I'll be like, okay, today I'm going to shoot street photography with my 70 to 200.
Do it.
Who does that, right?
Yeah. Get it.
Or today I'll go shoot with an 85, just an 85. And I'm not just doing portraits. I'm doing landscape as well. So I do stuff like that at times to like, test myself and
I tell people when they're
give myself
stuck.
A challenge.
Exactly. I tell people when they're stuck, like completely handcuff yourself. So like there's probably a clip of me out there saying this, but like if you're used to color, shoot black and white for a month and really see things differently. Focus on things a different way. And then you'll see it. It sounds crazy, but one of the things that I feel sharpened up my commercial portrait game was shooting still lifes. So like,
really?
Geometrics, angular, silhouettes, different substances that aren't skin, how they react to light. So like when a makeup,
interesting.
it's kind of nuts. So I shoot a lot of special effects makeup. So that's not skin. That's all like paint and latex and stuff. I learned a lot of how those finishes react because I shot a bunch of product, So I guess my moral is like, don't say no. Don't say I don't shoot that.
Exactly.
I hate when people say that.
Exactly. Me too. And that's what I tell people when they ask me, oh, what's your aesthetic? I'm like, I don't even know what to tell you. I shoot everything.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to shoot a portrait because I'm not a portrait photographer.
Well, what you build a reputation for is one thing, but to say like, I don't, that means you're already saying no before you're even looking at
shooting
something.
It down.
What are you doing? The worst thing you do to yourself is already give yourself a no. I feel like, well, you don't know where things are going to end up. You have no idea.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you said no to your boyfriend back then.
Right.
And you didn't pick up your phone and start shooting.
Right.
Which is totally fine.
Yeah.
These snobs where they're like, oh, it's a phone. Oh, it's a sensor and a lens.
Oh, I used to get that a lot. When I was
sure.
shooting, oh my gosh. When I was shooting with my iPhone, people would rip into me. Oh, you're not a real photographer because you're using your phone.
Is there a picture there? Did you shoot it? Did you make some creative decisions?
And the funny thing is, my photos got showcased on the news a couple times from my iPhone.
And all they said on the news was, "This was not shot with a camera. Don't look at it anymore, please." No, it's insane for people to get caught up in what you used rather than the fact that you had the ambition to go, I see this, I want to bring it to other people.
Right.
I feel like there's the snobbing that goes on with that.
Right.
But so now let me ask you this. The phone does a lot of weird things. It's got computational things. It's smooth skin. It does all sorts of weird HDRing.
It does, yeah.
It does. How do you feel about that? And what do you think about like this whole AI discussion we're getting into? What do you feel about
AI?
It? I know. It's touchy.
I'm not really a techie person like that uses AI. I'm old school. I do things just manually, I guess. Like,
but with like Moodygrams, there's such beautiful images in there. What if you just generate that in AI?
Right. Actually, there are some images that I posted that were AI.
Tell me.
And I didn't know it was AI.
Oh, did you take them down?
I didn't know.
Did you take?
No.
Oh, show me.
People told me. They were like, "Oh, this is AI," and I was like, "Oh, shoot."
Am I on
one?
And
then actually, the most recent one here.
This is AI.
That's AI. And if you don't pay attention, you can't really tell, but you can kind of tell that it's mirrored.
Oh no, now I can tell.
You see it? Yeah.
now we can absolutely tell.
Yeah.
Once it started moving.
But there were actually a few more that I posted prior to that one that I had no idea it was AI, and people were going off. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna do AI," but I kind of feel like, however you're being creative, why am I gonna stop you? Like, if that's your outlet of being creative,
okay,
why should I stop you?
So let me ask you: was this ever?
But let me add. Sorry.
Go.
if you're gonna do AI, you gotta say it.
Be upfront. That's what I was going to ask you.
Right.
Is this page fronted as like it is a photography and video?
Yeah.
Like, is it fronted like that? Like it's by
Yeah, I mean, I
creators?
definitely started out that way because AI wasn't. I've
Featured.
started this in
There you go.
2015.
Okay.
So AI wasn't around, so it was purely just
2015 was primetime IG.
exactly.
Wow, that was primetime IG.
Yeah, like Moodygrams was up there back then.
Oh, this is exactly what Instagram was. I mean, everybody, aside from smoke bomb photos,
Right.
like
Remember
which was,
those?
oh my God, am I
my
tired
gosh.
of that? Yeah. But
I feel like we need to bring some of that stuff back.
do you really? I
Yeah.
feel like there was you know what my problem with it
It
is?
was so much fun.
Okay, it's fun. And I get it. It's snackable. But in the end, I'm like, what am I looking at this for? What am I getting out of it? Yeah,
It's just super cool.
I get
And
it.
remember the steel wool?
Oh, the burning steel wool.
Yeah.
I remember all
of
that stuff.
It was so much fun.
So go
Like,
back to it if you want, but I just feel like
Yeah.
give me a reason to apply it. So I do a lot of shutter drag, which is like the flash and like a streak and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And a lot of people
seen
just
that.
do it as a gimmick, like, hey, look, I did it. And I'm like, no, now apply it. Okay, now I have a dress with movement. I'm showing the movement. Now the shutter drag makes sense. If we're gonna do burning steel wool, like, okay, give me a circus performer or something. Like, well, give me a reason. Give me a
I
reason.
get what you're saying. I get what, and not just one person standing there just spinning.
Yeah, like what am I doing
get
after
it.
that? Anthony G is saying, I feel like AI currently is just a glorified copycat, taking all of our work and compiling images. It is learning from our images, that's for sure. It isn't technically creating something new.
Yeah.
You could argue either way. I mean, this is a massive philosophical debate.
I know.
It's like, where's the line for you personally, I guess, because you're the one that's making the judgment. Is this worth being in my life?
Yeah.
If you went to, would
mean-
you go to an AI movie? Would they said this is an all AI movie?
I mean, I'm a big sci-fi person.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, for me, I really don't like telling people, no, you can't, you shouldn't do this
The
because,
rules. The
it's
rules.
like, who am I to tell somebody what
Exactly.
they can and can't do?
Exactly.
I wouldn't want somebody to tell me, oh, Shauna, no, you can't do this because blah, blah, blah. Like, who are you? Like, I'm my person, and if this is how I create, this is how I'm going to create. But I get what he's saying. Like, if they're going to take somebody else's work and do AI, no.
Yeah, no, that's
Of course
that's
not.
ethics. Ethics,
Exactly.
right?
But I feel like if it's their photo and they're gonna add AI stuff to it, if that's how they create, like it
It's
is,
a
it
tool,
is what
right?
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. You're a sci-fi chick. huh?
How do you feel?
I go ask me on Friday, it'll be another story. Like I just, you know what it is?
That's
Because
hilarious.
I think someone shows me something AI and I think that's a good application. And then someone else shows me nothing AI. I'm like, what am I, why? And I think the beginning of like a lot of the AI art was just such run of the mill over like animations that kept on re-looping and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, I don't need any of this. And then I think we go through these times where we go, I need genuine, which is what I think we're going through right now with people shooting film. Like they just want real and genuine. They don't want Photoshop. They don't want retouch. Like
Yeah.
we're seeing more and more ads being like straight up,
Just a
what we shot, right?
Yeah.
Or the kids that love the point and shoot cameras now. That's simple. What's in front
and that's
of me.
how I started actually before photography. I had a Sony point and shoot, like I mentioned.
There's so much fun, and
Yeah.
what you saw is what you're getting, and
Right.
that is it. And
Right.
I think people, the DKNY ads that they look like you're at a party and there's like a hard flash. You feel like you're there, right?
Yeah.
It's not polished, and I think that's why people connect. They
Okay.
really feel like you're not lying to them. You're not trying to get over on them. But it's. I think we're in such a wild west of AI that no one knows what it is. No one knows where
Yeah.
it's going, what it's going to become.
Yeah, it's gonna. I feel like it'll level out eventually.
It will.
It's just at a point it's new and everybody's like, oh, it's crazy because you could do so much with it. I've seen so many reels
I know.
with people in it, like people that have passed, people that are presently here, but did they really do that? Like it's crazy.
It's
So
also being marketed to us, right? Like everything's like AI driven. This has AI. Your editing software has AI. It's like, okay, breathe. Like then we don't. Then what does AI even mean? After a while, it's overly like.
yeah.
Anthony G is saying Lindsay Adler is currently showing work with environments being AI and people aspect being real. Yeah, and you could argue that's like green screen, right? You could argue that's like the
Yeah.
LED dome stuff that we see on Disney Plus and stuff like that. We go through these periods of things. That being said, you said you were into sci-fi.
Yes.
What kind? Are you an alien sci-fi?
Okay.
What kind of a sci-fi are we talking?
So I love everything pretty much, but I'm a big Marvel fan.
here? Okay.
I love Marvel.
Not lately though, right?
Not lately. I mean, What have they done lately, though?
I
I haven't seen anything that. I mean, Captain America, right?
yeah, I skipped that one. I'm like,
I
I can
did
watch.
too.
Yeah, I was like,
Red Hulk.
I think I don't know what they're going through. I think they just had such a high bar they set,
So high.
and you got to watch like
How do you do
60
it?
hours of TV just to be up to date with what the movie even means now. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that but now we got a DC universe starting up all over
I
again.
know, but that seems kind of cool.
James Gunn, man.
What do you think?
I think listen. What did you see the new Superman trailers? Are you a Superman type person?
Oh, yes.
Are you into it?
I am a Superman person.
I think they hit a lot of comic book strings in that trailer. They didn't try to like modernize it too
Okay.
hard. I think they did a lot of good things, but I gotta trust
With the
guy.
pup?
Oh my gosh, yeah. So
That's going to be interesting.
they're pulling out some deep cuts. I think yes, interesting is definitely people are going to go see it just to be like, all right, how is this starting off? But we also got this problem in this world with rights issues. Fox had X-Men and Deadpool and all this stuff, and now they're finally coming over to. It's like, can you believe how many creators don't own what they created?
No, even in music.
Oh, big time in music.
Even in music.
Big
I
time.
love music, and I know the industry is corrupted.
Did you hear that Tribe Called Quest thing that just happened? Like they just found out that they never made a dime off of Can I Kick It because
No, I
the
didn't.
sample, they got permission for the sample, but they were like, you can use it, but we make every dime off of that song. But
Wow.
think of what that song led them to. So there's an argument
Yeah.
there. But isn't that wild that they got nothing from this?
Wow. But I mean, it's not surprising. It's wild, but it's not surprising because look what happened with TLC. Remember, I don't know if you remember that. That was huge. Like,
Well, I mean, Michael Jackson owned the Beatles, right? I mean,
did?
he owns the rights to the Beatles, yeah.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's like it was a whole big thing forever about that. Like it's just wild that because even though it's a creative thing, in the end, you're creating a product.
Right.
If you're creating a
Yeah.
product, you're selling, and that's a business, right? And that's kind of it. And now music, actually all creative is different than ever. Like even now we're streaming music, we're streaming movies. We're no longer like I don't know many people that buy DVDs anymore. I mean,
I used to love buying CDs.
I know, I used to-
music CDs. I used to like look forward to doing that.
And hold
Mariah
them.
Carey has a new album. I'm running to the store to get a CD.
Do you remember? Like you get a CD and the smell of the booklet was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
You'd get a sticker, and now it's like.
And the best part would be if they put the words in there to the songs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm a punk, so like you were lucky if there was anything inside that thing, But it was also you. I think the albums gave you another feel of the artist because you saw like the font they decided to use and like the feel of things
and the pictures that they take. Yeah.
Now you look at streaming and like I feel like they change their picture every 5 seconds and like they're going for a vibe.
Have you seen the AI
What?
pictures?
Wait.
Aha! I bet you've not seen that. So I was on Apple Music
Okay.
looking at a Drake song, and his photo was kind of like AI.
Oh, it moves.
Yeah,
Oh, that's interesting. No, I have not seen.
yeah. A couple people.
It kind of makes sense. We're in 2025.
Kind of cool. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
I mean, so think about when we were kids, right? Everything was like a printed billboard. Now you go and everything's a moving screen. We dreamed of this, like Fifth Element.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, where are the flying cars?
Right,
It's
right.
like that kind of a thing.
Did you actually see a flying car? I saw one on Instagram.
So
I don't know if it's real.
Yeah, at the car show, they were showing this car that can actually.
That's crazy.
And
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be.
Yeah, no. They have a lot of work to do, but that's good or cool
Is
that
it-
they've started. You don't think? No.
No, look, how much trouble do we get in down here? Can you imagine up there? Like a bunch
That's what
of,
people
we
are
have
saying.
actual pilots like losing planes right now.
know,
I don't
I
want to know
know.
about a guy
Yeah.
that's blowing a stop sign down here doing, I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm good.
That's true.
I'm sure it'll also cost a ton of energy. I'm sure, who knows? But I think in a world where we're not moving as much, so people don't commute to work as much. They're staying at home. We're doing video calls now.
Hybrid, remote work.
Travel's becoming very purposeful now. Like we were just talking about how much
Yeah.
how expensive it's been getting to travel.
Right.
And I wonder if it's because people just aren't like in the 80s to have a business meeting, you flew to LA. Now it's like get on a Zoom call.
Right. And you know what? I kind of prefer it. If it's something like that, I kind of prefer it. If I'm traveling for work, that's different.
Do you go to any of the trade shows for the photo trade shows?
I no.
No?
I would love to,
I feel
but
like
no.
Sony never's like, hey, come out and do a thing.
No.
No. because WPPI is coming up in Vegas. We're going to be there.
Okay. I think that'd be cool.
There's always photo walks. I feel like that's like
That's what I need to start doing again. Photo walks. I feel like I need to start bringing people back together again in New York City.
Moody walks.
I'm thinking about Jersey, but
I think Jersey City you could pull it.
I was gonna say, do we have photographers? I haven't seen a lot of photographers from Jersey, but New York needs to start pulling people together again. I feel like, and just getting that culture back.
I bet you could tap into the schools. I bet you get some NYU kids that are like,
yeah,
out of Washington. So? Yeah, why not? Moody walks. Come on, you can do it.
Yeah,
although that sounds like a dating service.
We did that. That's so funny.
Moody walks.
I used to do that. I used to do walks with like all my other friends that have like photography pages like mine on Instagram. Yeah.
I think if the way to do it though is not just the walk. I think if you started a page to showcase people that come on walks, so that because what's the point of the shot if it doesn't go anywhere?
That's
you
true.
know what I mean?
No, but well, that's a part of it. Whatever photos were generated from those walks, I would feature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
On Moodygrams. So
what do you guys think? Would you guys jump on? What would make you guys jump on a photo walk? I know there's a lot of people that shoot studio that are like, oh, I don't need to do that. Like, I think it's good to get out. Trust me, I'm not. I am not. Yeah, it's good to get out every now and then. Just go to it. Pat was saying I travel every day 2 hours to work, and now I have 2 minutes to the other room. Oh, nice.
2 hours to work? No, that's crazy.
Yeah, but where are you from, Pavel? Like, let's. You're somewhere out there, right? AI in creative work, yes, sure. AI in documentary, not necessarily. Yeah, I think documentary, that's the point of it, is to be as real as possible and like really document, right?
Yeah.
I think AI is literally generating from nothing. AI is good for things that you don't want to bother with. Like I have to make a thumbnail. That's useless creativity that I'm not really going to care about. It's a throwaway thing.
Yeah.
It's not a piece, so to speak, but it does free up my time to go do other things like more videos for you guys, right? My husband loves doing photo walks. That's cool.
Okay, yeah. See, I feel like people want to do photo walks, want to connect again.
Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I think when COVID let up, we saw this crazy surge of it, I'm not into photo walks, but with the right people, why not? Well, I also think that's also part of it. Like, there's people that don't play poker, but they have poker night because they got their friends.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, and I'll go. Like, I don't play poker, but I'll go to a poker game.
It's not about that, right? It's about kind of the social part of it.
Right, exactly.
I mean, it sounds stupid. There's video games I'm not into, but I'll jump into it if some of my friends are in it. I'm like, all right, let's. It becomes your social mini, I'd like to join a photo walk occasion, says Dale Harris.
See? I love that.
Oh, you're from Germany.
And the thing is, that's another thing. I used to do photo walks with Sony.
Okay.
Before they closed the store out here.
Oh, Sony Square?
Yeah, Sony Square.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Missed that store.
They closed the public part of Sony Square? Oh,
yeah. So I used to do a lot of photo walks with them. And now maybe I could do one with you guys.
Yeah, why not? I mean, we do them all the time.
Yeah.
They all start here. You go venture.
Yeah.
Then we herd you back in. And then we take a look at what you guys shot. I think it's important. I think we always miss the second half of it. We always go, let's go do. Okay, now what happened?
And then what? Well, that's the thing. With my photo walks, we would do maybe a group meetup after.
That's how you do it.
Like, yeah, just chill, meet up somewhere. I'd partner with a client, maybe like a hotel. We go have some drinks, some hors d'oeuvres,
Oh, listen to classiness. Well, we do a critique here once a month.
Hilarious.
So we let people submit their images. We don't stream it. It's just like Adult Swim, me and Daniel. And you'll be surprised how many of those photos that they submit are like from the Sony rooftop, from a walk that we did here. Because there's also the thing that a lot of people will not produce their own shoots. Right. They won't go out of their way to like book a model, really commit to it, pay for some things, right? I mean, people's time, right? So I think that's why so many people get into street photography is camera lens and you go.
And then you have your subject. Like it could be anything, anyone.
Do you feel you need to be more inconspicuous with your street? Like, do you need a smaller camera, smaller lens?
Well, that's kind of why I try to use the 70 to 200 sometimes. I could be here and I'm taking a picture of
Oh, you're sniping.
I'm sniping.
Oh, you creep.
I'm sniping. I'm creeping.
A lot of people go the other way, like small camera, pancake lens.
Yeah.
They're right in. I guess that's the two things, right? Either you're either an observer or you're a participant.
Yeah, I have a friend that does that. You probably know Manaris.
Oh, I know Manaris.
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
in India right now.
Right. She's having a blast in India, but that's what she does. She'll have her camera. I walk with her when we go shooting, and I watch what she does, and she's like, she has her camera like this.
She's sneaky.
And she's like, she's looking at the lens and somebody's like kissing over there and she's like, and I'm like, what did you get? I'm always like, what did you get now?
She
and
has
she's
a
like, look at
connection.
this. Yeah,
She
she's
has a
really
people
good.
connection.
She's just really good. She sees everything.
What she sees through windows that I would just walk by, I'm like, damn, like I gotta slow down.
Did you see the photo of me in the window? She inspired me with that.
Didn't I just we just looked?
Yeah, I think you saw it. And actually, I was shooting with her that day.
Yes, right?
Yep, I was shooting with her. That's her right there. I don't know if you could tell.
That's Paola.
That's her.
Yeah.
Yep.
We've done a lot with her, and she there's something about her that's like warm, non-threatening.
Mm-hmm.
People talk to her, and that's.
But I asked her. I said, how do you take pictures of people and they not get upset? Like, how do you do
Well, one,
it?
you're not a creepy guy, right? Number one,
I
right?
guess.
I mean,
guess.
No,
but she's like, I don't care. She said, I just take pictures. She said, I just take a picture. She's not worried about what people think, which I think is brave.
I think it also depends on where you go, right? New York, people
That's
are
true.
used to it.
That's true.
You know, we just came back from Japan. In Japan, people will stop and wait for you to finish shooting before they go back with the rest of their life. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, they respect it. But you go somewhere that's like, I've gone to Morocco.
I went to Morocco and those people were hostile if you were trying to take a picture of them.
Really? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, there's also people that get exploited, right? Like, how many people go to Cuba, photograph poverty,
That's true.
and then exploit it, and these people have nothing to show? Like, that's a very big ethical thing.
That's true.
Me and a lot of hosts here are big on, like, I hate when people shoot street and they shoot nothing but homeless people. It's like you're taking pictures of people when they're down.
Yeah.
You're not aiding them.
Right.
You're not fixing the situation. You're not even making the situation an awareness. You're just trying to get people.
I've never seen those.
Oh, I have
Taking pictures of homeless
nonstop.
people. Wow.
A lot of tourists just like, I'm like, these people are having a hard time. Yes, they're on the subway because it's freezing out. Leave them alone. They're trying to survive. You know, I get really hostile about that because I've known a lot of homeless kids in my life, and it's just like, you don't know what their stories
topic,
are.
yeah.
If you told me that you're doing this as a project to bring awareness, to raise funds, to help shelters,
Right,
maybe,
right.
but they're not. It's just to get likes on
It's
Instagram.
just to be like with the in crowd.
Melanie's saying, I worry about people getting upset that I took their picture without asking them.
See?
It's mortifying.
you.
I mean, it's a little
Like, I try to do what Paula does, and I can't. That's why I snipe.
Oh, listen, whatever method
Use a
works.
70 to 200. Snipe away.
Well, they make that 300-2.8 for Sony. You've tried that?
Yeah. No,
That-
I did.
It's pretty light for a 300, but it's
Yeah.
still big.
At
still
Kando,
big
I
lens.
tried. It's amazing. Like, that thing is super crisp. Super.
It's a premier
nice
lens.
one.
That's a sport lens for sure. Yeah. So when you go to Kando, you get to try all the new toys. Do you ever get like a bug to start
Oh my
dropping
God, I
some
get
credit
so
cards?
excited. I get so excited. Every time I go to Kando, I rush. That's the first thing I do. I rush to the gear section
Yeah.
to get the newest thing they have. It's always crazy.
And then you're just like, and how much is this?
Right.
What else do you need? I mean, do you feel that like are you a gear hound? Do you feel like you always want to grow the
Not
collection?
really. No, because there's certain lenses that I like. Like I told you, my 85. I love the 85.
But you mean like Sony lenses? You're not
Yeah.
doing like vintagey weird
No,
lenses. You're not doing any of that
I
stuff.
don't. I haven't gotten into that trend. Paola's trying to get me into it, but
If you like character, but a lot of those lenses are manual focus. Some people hate that.
yeah. I mean, it's okay, but there's specific lenses that I love and I'll stick with. And I rarely veer off of it. But some of my Sony people, they know me and they're like, Shauna, I think you love this lens. Try it. Like the 300. Somebody said it to me and I said, all right, let me try it. And I did like it.
You like that shallow, right? You
I
like that-
do.
Okay.
I do. I do. So like 85 to my 24 to 70, love it. Like
The 2.8.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that shooting all the time. But you know, they have the Alpha 2. I mean the G Master, the second G Master to that I want to get, but you know, money.
I did the video for that lens, and I was like, it's significantly improved over the original.
So good. Like I tried it, and I'm like, I wish.
I don't know. Maybe we got a used section. We can figure some things out. Maybe
Okay.
we'll talk. We'll do some
That'd
talking.
be
See what we
awesome.
can make happen. Dale has said I might have to purchase a Nikon 135 Planet for street photography.
No.
135s are nice. They have
Yeah?
a look. They have a look to them. 135s. They have
I've
this.
never tried that one.
It's a long
Try
focal
that
length.
one, Dale. Okay.
If you like shallow,
I do.
and if you're shooting long game, 135 has this a very distinct look to it if you're so sensitive to it as a photo nerd.
Mm-hmm.
But some people, it's this weird thing, love it or hate it. They
Really?
cannot. I've never seen someone go, "Oh, it's okay." No, they're all in it, or they just
or
it's
don't.
not. Yeah.
All right.
So you'll and
Challenge accepted. I'm gonna try that.
or take your 7200 and just leave it at 135 and
Okay.
see how you like. Gives
Okay.
you an idea of what you're looking at.
Okay.
You know?
You're right. I
Yeah.
could just do that. Okay.
135s are interesting. What's funny is wedding people tend to like 135s a lot, and I think it's this portrait look for brides.
I was
and
gonna
stuff.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, Japanese people are definitely polite. There's definitely like
Oh, I
a
love
respect
Japanese
level, and one thing I love about Japan is like everyone is considerate of the next
You
person.
just came from Japan.
Yeah, I literally just came back.
Yeah.
So like it's on my brain. But
I love Japan too. Like it.
what an amazing you're in like the most high tech modern thing ever. Then you take 2 steps to the right, and it's like never
Yeah.
changed for centuries. You're like,
Yeah.
what is going on?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's
What's some
definitely-
place you want to go that you haven't yet?
I had plans to do India.
Oh, because isn't the Minaris getting your brain?
No, I actually always wanted to go because one of my good friends, he's Indian.
Okay.
And he kind of like stays in India for 6 months out of the year and then comes back here.
Okay.
So I kind of wanted to go and have him show me around.
That's a
'Cause
luxury
he's
right
from
there, right?
Exactly. So India's part of it. Then I wanted to do Singapore. Never
Oh
been.
wow. Okay.
And I wanted to Vietnam. Those are my top 3.
So from what I heard, Vietnam is actually like an affordable trip to do.
Yeah.
So I'm curious about that as well.
Yeah. And they're all like kind of in the same area.
yeah, you can hop like
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you can
So
do
I-
like a $20, not a 20, but like $100 plane ride to get to the next one.
And that's kind of what I did when I went to Japan with Sony. I flew to Taiwan because I wanted to go. And then I flew to South Korea by myself. I did that by myself.
That's cool.
And
How long did
I'll
you
never
spend?
do it again. Not traveling by myself ever again.
How long,
But
how long did you spend in each one?
I did like a few days.
Oh, that's good. You
yeah,
were chilling, man.
I did like, but I'll tell you one thing. Taiwan was what made me say I'm never traveling again. Not that it's bad there. It's not because I'm here. I'm safe. But it was just intimidating for me. I was by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like picked an Airbnb that was in the midst of everyone.
That's cool.
You, as a male, I feel like it's cool. But for me, it was a little bit intimidating.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay.
But I did meet up with someone that luckily followed me and knew I was going there. So I walked around with him. He showed me around. Felt a little bit more comfortable after that.
Was the language barrier like the
Language
intimidation?
barrier,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's a big thing too that you got to consider, the language barrier.
Yeah, I think especially as Americans, we take for granted that like English is so like
Mm-hmm.
you have a decent shot that someone speaks some sort of level
Yeah.
of English, but like
Not
I feel
there. Not where I was, I
Yeah.
should say, because remember I told you I was in the
Like
the
remote-
midst
yeah,
of it,
yeah.
not like the touristy part where people probably speak English.
food must have been awesome though.
The food was awesome.
Yeah.
Food was awesome. I love South Korea. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Been?
I have not been to South Korea now.
Oh, amazing. The food there is amazing.
Seoul looks amazing. Seoul, that city looks incredible.
It's so funny you said that because I have to post some photos I took from there. I
Yeah.
literally went through my camera because I've been like.
You didn't do
just
anything with the shots?
reminiscing.
You didn't take anything? I mean, you
No,
didn't
I
do anything?
did. And I posted back then because it's been a
Oh.
while, but I'm just like, maybe I should repost, like re-edit and repost because I like to do that sometimes. I like to go back and see how I used to edit
That's
something.
a very fun thing to
Yeah.
do. It's like
And
a
I'm
time
like-
capsule of yourself.
Sometimes I'm like, ew, I did that.
Yep,
Ew.
Yep. Yeah.
So, just to go back and re-edit some stuff and repost some stuff, I think would be cool.
Yeah, your taste, your tact level, your skill level, the way you see things.
Yeah.
Even like your editing style or like what you use as tools has changed,
Right.
Pavel's saying nothing better than a pierogi for my mom in Poland. Pierogis are there's a pierogi spot here in the by St. Mark's that is just like Veselka. Yeah, Veselka is like famous for their pierogis, and yeah. Are you a pierogi type person? You like potato?
I'm a picky eater. I get picky.
It's not spicy, so that'll work.
Yeah, but there's certain things that even though I might eat it, I don't want them mixed together.
Okay. Okay.
Like don't put this with that. It's like,
Okay.
so I get weird.
Divided trays only.
I'm like, let's not get into the food part of it because my friends would tell you, they're like, oh my God, like we did a trip to the P&W years ago, a group of us. I don't know if you remember that, but the whole trip, I barely ate anything because it was just like where we were going for food. I was like, it was like limited stuff to pick from. It's like, I don't eat that. Like
No, I get it.
they make fun of me all the time.
I listen. I am not a seafood person. Get it away from me.
No?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Japan, it's like the most amazing seafood ever, and I'm like,
Right.
nope, I'm good.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm all right. Oh, that sea urchin, I'm good. Thanks
Yeah,
so
no,
much.
no.
I
Like,
can't. I just can't
that's
do
too
it.
exotic.
I can't do it, man. I mean, but I will say, being from New York, you do have this like ability to get any kind of culture food you want.
Yeah.
From like a legitimate person.
That's what's so great about the
love-
city. It's a melting pot,
It's
right?
so you could walk
Yeah.
like for 20 minutes and walk through 14 different like countries. It's incredible. My big thing is when I walk from here down to the Williamsburg Bridge, I pass by every bakery that's over 100 years old. I get cannolis.
Amazing.
You know, the
Yeah.
falafel. You walk with the falafel. You know, it's crazy how amazing falafel can be and how much it can also not be that great. Depends on where you go. Cat's Deli is always good. Don't start with me. All right,
It's good.
Cat's. I mean, it's a staple in New York. They have a line around the block with like cops there now.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
On the weekends, forget it.
What about a good pizza spot?
You know, that's the thing I think that people don't get about New York is that there's just a lot of pizza. Doesn't mean it's all great. There's still
Right.
dollar slice spots that are terrible.
Yeah, and some of them are good.
I like artichoke.
Some of them is like, oh,
I like artichoke, the 2 slice on a. Some people that's not their type, but I like heavy sauce. I like thin, hard crust. Like
so I'm gonna give you a spot to
go
try.
for it. Give it.
Prince Street Pizza.
Oh yeah, I've had Prince Street.
I was gonna say I don't know what it's like now, but back maybe a few years
Still
ago,
good.
still good.
Still great. Still great.
But I kind of feel like they changed up a little bit.
Because they got popular and all these TikTok girls are like, look at me eating pizza.
Yeah, they used to have like they used to pile the
Yep,
pepperonis
yep,
on.
yeah,
Now it's like maybe 5.
Oh, is it really that? I don't know.
I think I saw a picture of someone eating one, and I was like, they used to pile the pepperoni on. What are they doing, skimping the pepperoni now?
Because they know people are going to go no matter what, right? But there's a new spot on St. Mark's that looks like it's been there for like 50 years, but it's new. And I'm like,
It's good?
No, they fresh, great Parmesan, like big Parmesan on every slice.
Really?
Even if I'm not hungry and I'm walking by there, I feel obligated.
That
'Cause
sounds great.
Before it blows up and gets like lines.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Already-
I know. No one.
late.
No one cares. No one. Don't even start. This guy's from Poland. What's going to happen here? Scars Pizza on a Lower East Side. Oh, you've been telling me about that place forever. Teresa over here. You know that place on St. Mark's that opened up? Do you know what I'm talking about? It just opened up next to. Yeah. It's on the east side of the block. I'll walk past there today. I'll take a picture of it. There's so many spots in New York. I feel obligated to get food when I walk by.
Yeah.
Do you remember Meatball Shop?
No.
Meatball Shop was amazing, and I think they closed on the Lower East Side, but I think it's still in Brooklyn and Staten.
Meatball shop.
Yeah. There used to be a spot right here. You get a cup of sauce with 3 meatballs and a
Wow.
breadstick. Walk and eat.
Really?
Yo.
That sounds good.
Like,
Sounds good.
God, I love the city.
That sounds good.
I love it. Pizza tastes best when eaten on top of a Brooklyn reflector. Oh, we use pizza boxes as reflectors.
That's funny.
So we now have those, and they'll be available at WPPI, guys. We just shipped them over there, right? So if you're going to WPPI, go to the booth, see Teresa, say the secret word falafel, you'll get yourself a Brooklyn reflector. Oh my God, we're at an hour. You believe that?
Is it already?
See? What did I say?
He did say
See?
that to
I
me. He
told
did.
you. Is there any projects or anything you want them to point them to, or anything? You want them
I
to
mean, like I told you, I'm looking to do my a project on Jamaica.
would they
So
see
my
that?
perspective.
So Shauna is where they should follow you at to kind of stay up
Yeah,
on that kind of
so
stuff.
Shauna.
What do you are you think you're gonna organize those travel walks or anything?
Definitely want to do the travel walk. Definitely want to get back into the local meets in New York. And if I do travel, I used to do local meets wherever I traveled. I would let people know I'm coming here. Let's meet up, and
You ever use
that was
Meetup or
great.
anything like that, or you just use your
No,
social?
it was just social
Okay.
on Moody.
All right. If
So
you guys,
Moodygrams or my page. Yeah.
so Shauna right there. But if you guys want, check out Adorama on Eventbrite and hit follow as an organizer. Mm-hmm. When we organize this, you'll get a notification. You can pop up, sign up, and be part of it. We'll try to glue some things together.
Yeah.
See who we can get involved in that. I'm always-
Definitely Sony.
yeah. So,
Definitely
and they're
Sony.
usually good about lending gear to you guys to
Yeah.
try out on those walks. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it sounds like you're kind of, you're getting back in the game, and I'm glad that you came here.
Yeah. I was explaining to Seth before, like, I know a lot of people going through some stuff right now. I'm definitely one person that's going through a lot right now. Like, my mother is sick, and it's just been a roller coaster with that. So I'm trying to just get back.
It'll always be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take care of what you got to take care of. And if anything, it probably will help you cope a little bit with a few things because it gets your mind
Yeah, it does.
alleviated.
It
Yeah.
really does. And thank you for inviting me
No,
today.
of
'cause
course. Thank you.
This did help. a lot to take my mind off of certain things. So, and just give me the feel of community again. So I love it.
No, we
it.
appreciate you coming out and think about documenting your mom right now, like what she's going through and all that stuff. Maybe that's something to kind of. It doesn't have to be public. It just has to be, shot.
She gets really.
Don't put the camera away, Shauna.
Yeah, she gets really, So maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens.
You know what I find a lot of people that are going through what you're going through do self-portraits, because they're documenting like where they were at the time when things were happening and what they were dealing with. And it's a good way to reflect on yourself. And I also tell people you should always shoot self-portraits and not even show anybody.
Yeah.
Just shoot something for yourself.
That's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah. No one has to always, you have to show everything to everybody. Sometimes it's just for you. Sometimes it's just for colleagues or peers,
Somebody said I'm glad I caught y'all. Oh, thank you for joining us.
No, thank you. And
yeah,
there's like 45 other episodes of this with amazing people like Shauna. So check out the playlist. Don't forget to hit subscribe on this channel. Every Wednesday I'm available.
Yeah.
I try to do this. Next week is Omar Robles. We know Omar.
Yes, I do.
Omar's cool people, dance photographer, really, really beautiful
Really
stuff.
good, yeah.
And then I'm at WPI, so there won't be an episode on that week. And then I'm coming back and we'll figure something
I'm going
out.
to check out WPI.
Honestly, I think if you're where you're at right now, it's an easy trip. Vegas, kick it, throw some dice, hang out with some people, do some walks, and Sony's there, so you can have like a home base.
Do some walks. That's the key word right there.
And the
community.
They're hosting at the Rio, which is a really affordable hotel.
Okay.
I think honestly, and you probably see a bunch of people from.
I'm sure. I'm sure all the time.
I think it's
like Sal.
Well, yeah, Sal.
Hey, Sal.
Sal came down here. She's like, "Oh, you just happen to be here?"
Yeah,
like, Sal is Adorama.
I was like, "Wait, but you work here." That's funny.
It's cool, guys. Check out Shauna on Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. But also, Adorama Events is the newer channel where we beam out all the live demos, like the one that happened last night. Eric, I know you're in the chat. You shot live here, so check out Adorama Events on YouTube. It's growing quickly, and the more we grow it, the more I can throw resources.
I am on Instagram, Mickey.
It's right there. Right there.
That's funny.
You're missing it. So Shauna on Instagram. And drop her a line, and maybe she'll organize a walk with you guys here in New York. And if she doesn't, keep on pestering until she does. Just keep on
let me know what you guys want to see. Yeah.
Shauna, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. This was great.
I told you, it's only going to hurt that much, right?
Just a little. Just a little.
Guys, thanks so much. Hope you have a great rest of the week. I'll see you on Monday for a stream on the events channel. But till then, don't stop. Keep going, and it'll always be there. If you can't get to it right now, it'll be there. I promise you. Be good to each other. Later, guys.